If, like me, you sometimes struggle with what games to look forward to, then you're in luck because 2025 has some absolute banger releases this year, and we'll be going over some of these in this video. Greetings everybody, and welcome back to the channel. With the games we'll be going over in this video, 2025 will be one of those GOAT years for gaming. I am pretty sure of it. I can't fit every single game into the video because we'll be here all day. But obviously, from indie titles to AA and AAA, this year is stacked. So with lots of great games coming this year, 2025 promises to be another amazing year for games and gamers. 2024 was a good year with some great games, but with its confirmed releases, this year will be a top tier year and players should be excited for the year ahead. The games I have put in this video are solely about the game itself and not the politics surrounding them. There was too much negative shit last year and it's easy to get wrapped up in it and wound up by it as well. So positive vibes are key for me going into this year, and it should be the same for all gamers as well. If you are into all things gaming, subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoy it. So with a fantastic game awards to see the year out, we had some superb trailers of games coming out this year, and top of that list is Ghost of Yotei, the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, one of the best games I've ever played and developed by Sucker Punch. Ghost of Yotei will launch sometime this year and it will be exclusive to the PS5. Also, this will be Sucker Punch's first game built solely for the PS5, so PS4 folks, you are unfortunately out of luck. I fully expect the game to take advantage of the PS5 Pro as well, and will no doubt be even more stunning than the first installment, which will surely have fans excited. We've only had one trailer and seen a few glimpses of gameplay, but I expect that to ramp up the more we work our way through the year. Atsu, who is the main character, will start her journey in 1603, 300 years after Ghost of Tsushima, and the game is set in the heart of Ezo, which is full of sprawling grasslands, snowy forests and lots of hidden dangers, with PlayStation saying it's a far cry from the organised samurai clans of Tsushima. I can't wait to hear more about the Ghost of Yotei and get my hands on it. Next is surely the most anticipated game of all time, and you guessed it, that is GTA 6. I know a lot of folks think the game will be delayed, but as it stands, it has a release date of fall this year, and that has not changed, so it is staying on this list. We've waited 11 long years for a new instalment, and the year is finally upon us. There's only been one trailer so far, which gave us a bit of info on the story and setting. GTA 6 will have a Bonnie and Clyde story with the two main characters Lucia and Jason, with players able to swap between the characters like you did in GTA 5. GTA 6 will be set in Florida and will be an updated take on the coloured streets of Vice City. Like other GTAs, the map will be huge, with this instalment being roughly around 2 times bigger, which is actually insane. In the trailer, the setting looks gorgeous with its lively and colourful NPCs and streets popping out the most. There were rumours of another trailer, but we haven't had anything yet. I'd expect to see more in the next few months or so. There have been numerous leaks which I won't show, they're not hard to find with a quick Google search. I'm absolutely buzzing for GTA 6, and with the pre-orders projected to make $1 billion, I'm not the only one. Next up, Fable. I remember 20 years ago when Fable 1 dropped, and I fell in love with the game shortly after, and I never looked back. Fable 3 was 14 years ago now, and we are long overdue for another installment. There isn't a specific release date yet, but we can expect it sometime this year, and it is being developed by Forza developer Playground Games. We have had 2 trailers so far which have shown us a lot, with the series' sense of humour on show, which is very tongue-in-cheek, along with third-person gameplay, a giant toad, and a look at Albion where the game is set. Also, the combat is said to be kind of Witcher-like as well, which I don't mind. I absolutely love the combat, especially in Witcher 3. So hopefully this is a true statement, and at least we'll have a decent bit of combat to look forward to. The game does fall under Microsoft and comes out on Games Pass and PC. I would have said don't expect it on the PS5, but with Microsoft's recent pivot to anything is an Xbox and being more software focused now, I would wager that it will eventually end up on the Sony console. Another game published by Xbox Game Studios is South of Midnight, a new action-adventure from Compulsion Games. I first got a glimpse of this at last year's Xbox Game Showcase, and I was really impressed with what I saw. I love the art style and the all-round vibe the visuals bring. Set in the Deep South, Hazel and her sidekick Catfish will have to navigate through the mythos in this modern folktale. The story itself seems really intriguing. A hurricane rips through Hazel's hometown and she discovers a world where reality and fantasy are interwoven. We have seen a bit of South of Midnight and the trailers show a big monster called Two-Toed Tom, and there also seems to be a good mixture of combat and platforming as well. Combat involves elements of weaving magic which can also be used for traversal. We don't have a specific month for this yet, but hopefully the wait isn't too long. Assassin's Creed Shadows has had its issues during development, but in February we will finally get our hands on the much-liked franchise from Ubisoft Studios. Set in Japan, there are two protagonists, a shinobi called Naoe and a samurai called Yasuke, with the setting taking place in the Sengoku period, which was a time of heavy conflict. Players can also play as both, and they have varying playstyles which will keep things feeling fresh. Naoe will be more stealth with climbing and the usual AC traversal, whilst Yasuke is more of a brute and will look to deal more damage. AC Shadows will have an open world, but will also have a structure to it, taking all the best bits from the previous games and then combining them together. From what we have seen, the game looks really good, with the world catching the feel of ancient Japan with its beautiful buildings and lush greenery. A lot is riding on AC Shadows, with Ubisoft apparently needing this to be a hit, or some major changes will be coming. It's another release I can't wait for, and I have all my digits crossed for this to be another great game for 2025. But I have to say, there is a lot of pressure riding on this. I'm not sure how one game can save Ubisoft from having a massive restructure. The train isn't stopping yet, so we are moving on to Split Fiction, Hazelight Studios' new action-adventure game. Hazelight Studios were also the developers of It Takes Two and A Way Out. Split Fiction will follow the same trend and be a co-op experience, and Hazelight are extremely good at making these types of games. The game revolves around two characters, Mio and Zoe, who are writers. Mio writes sci-fi and Zoe writes fantasy. They find themselves having to help each other when they get stuck in a simulation of the books they have written. By working together, they will battle it out against dragons, trolls, cyber ninjas, and robot parking attendants, and hopefully escape with their memories intact. Releasing on the 6th of March, this is sure to be another great co-op game and one high on my list. And as Joseph Ferris says, it's some next level shit. It's coming out on all the platforms, so there is no console exclusive here. Again, it's something that's got me really excited. The gameplay looks really intriguing, so hopefully it lives up to the hype. The Outer Worlds 2 is another game we should be looking forward to this year. I really enjoyed the first game, and this looks like more of the Outer Worlds, but brighter, better looking, and a bit more crazy. The game is set in the same universe as its predecessor, a futuristic alternate reality where corporations control entire colonies in space. In Outer Worlds 1, it was a very sarcastic take on capitalism and corporate control, and it looks like the second instalment will follow suit. The trailer was made really well, and the weapons really stood out for me here. I just love shiny, colourful, weird looking shit, and I think it represented that brilliantly. And done what a trailer is meant to do, which is intrigue us and get us wanting more of the game. We saw some enemy encounters and some beautiful environments as well. We don't have a specific month for release yet, but I'm confident we will hear more soon. It is releasing on PC, PS5 and Xbox. I just hope the Series S doesn't hold it back, because it does look absolutely gorgeous. Any looter shooter fan should be excited by this one, and that is Borderlands 4. I was so happy with the trailer at the Game Awards because I've wanted a new Borderlands, as number 3 didn't quite hit that spot for me, and can you believe it? It's also been 5 years since its release. Hopefully Gearbox can nail this one, and the trailer seemed to point in that direction. I must admit my initial reaction was quite flat, but after watching the trailers again, I am now a little bit more hyped. Gearbox have stated they are going to expand the RPG elements, and CEO Randy Pitchford has said Gearbox has massive ambitions for Borderlands 4. We don't know too much about Borderlands 4, but if we go by what the trailers have shown, we have a cool looking droid army and players walking around the new environment shooting enemies. We also see some abilities as well. Fingers crossed we get to see more very soon, but I'm impressed and it has me excited. Mafia The Old Country is certain to grab your interest, and boys, am I buzzing for this one? Yes, I am. I've not long finished playing through the Definitive Edition again, and the game still holds up as one of the best action-adventure games to date. The Old Country is a prequel to the first game, and our setting for this one is 1900 Sicily, and we will be playing as Enzo Favara as he navigates his way through the tough underworld of the mob in the city of San Celeste. The last time we saw that was back in Mafia 2. Gameplay wise, I don't think much will change as the formula just works. But from the latest trailer, we can see Unreal Engine working its magic because it looks absolutely stunning. The whole initiation ritual along with the gun and knife fights definitely got me clamouring for more. Hangar 13, who are the developers, have said that Mafia The Old Country will go back to the roots of what fans love about the Mafia series, which is always nice to hear. I'll definitely be covering this one and I will let you know when more details have emerged. It is a game I'm absolutely buzzing for this year. I really can't wait. And I just want to say that publisher 2K Games have got an absolutely stacked year. Probably the best year they've ever had. Mafia, GTA 6, Borderlands and all the other games that they're publishers for. I don't know how they're going to get all of these games to be releasing around each other. Fingers crossed none of them are pushed back into 2026. I've got a feeling that everyone's going to be trying to avoid GTA 6, but we shall see. But guys, that is the end of the video. If you are still here, thanks for sticking with me until the end. And if you liked the video, please press the like button. It helps the channel and the video out massively. And if you haven't already, subscribe for all things gaming. But as always, guys, take care and I'll see you on the next video.